Hi everybody, I'm back. Okay, to start off I'm going to be using the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. I'm going to use that all in my areas where I have problems with large pores. Okay everybody, what's everybody been up to during this quarantine? Me, nothing much, just hanging out at the house and eating a little too much, but that's just me. Next, I'm going to go on with this Revlon Rose Glow Hydrating Illuminating Primer. It says that if you take a little bit and put it in the back of your hand, it's supposed to warm it up. It has little small beads that you can break on there. So it's my first time using it and I liked it, and I wouldn't recommend it just because the beads don't completely break off and it kind of gets stuck to your skin. But I do like the way it smells, and I feel like it does make my skin feel smoother. Next, I'm going to go in with this Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation. I like this because it has a little paddle on it, so you don't have to get your fingers dirty. You just use that little paddle and load it up with makeup. Next, I'm going to use the rose water with the Wet n Wild blending sponge. I'm going to spray that pretty good and use that to spread my foundation. I like this foundation because it is buildable. I'm not sure why my complexion on my face is lighter than my hands, but that's what I have to work with. Next, I'm going to use the CoverGirl Clean Invisible Concealer. I'm very lucky that I don't have dark circles under my eyes, but I do use this to cover some of my freckles and around my lips where it's a little darker in the corners, but that's why I like to use concealer for. You guys, you wouldn't believe how many products I used to make this video. I was supposed to make something simple, but I ended up using like 20 products to achieve this look. So crazy. Also, I'd like to apologize for not uploading more videos. I did take a little break and I really needed it, so I hope everything's okay with everybody, and I'm back on, and that's something I like to work on. And I hope that everybody has been staying safe. Okay, now I'm going to set everything with the Airspun Loose Face Powder. And I really like this powder because I don't know why, I just enjoy the way it smells. It smells really nice to me, so it's very simple, but it works. Okay, next I'm going to be using the Pixie Desert Sunset palette. I'll be using this really dark color in here. They don't have names, so I picked the darkest color in there as my contour. I didn't have any contour from a drugstore that I have ever bought, so I'm going to try to work that in there. And I can tell just now that it's a little dark, and the brush is probably not the one that I should have used, but it's what I had started to use already. But it's a work in progress, so we're going to do it this way first, and hopefully the blush and the bronzer will smooth it out. Alrighty, now using the same palette, I'm going to use that dark color again to contour my nose. My nose is a little wide, so I like to use this little, I guess, trick, if you want to say, to make my nose look a little bit thinner and try to snatch that. Is that what everybody says? So try to make my nose a little smaller. And again, I'm going to use that same palette to contour the bottom of my lips. I really do feel like this makes my lips feel or look really full, so I've adopted this little trick here and I think it really works for me. Okay, now I'm going to use this LA Colors bronzer to put some color back into my face. This is a really nice bronzer. It's really pigmented, but as you can see, once I put this on, that dark eyeshadow I had used a little earlier, it blends away really nicely. So that was very helpful to use that bronzer to blend everything out. So just like I used the dark color to contour the features on my face, I'm going to use this bronzer also to smooth out everything and make it nice and blended in the same areas, my forehead, my cheekbones, under my jaw area, so blend everything out. Okay, and once again with the Pixie palette, I'm going to use the dark brown again for my transition color. Put that all over my lids as high as I can take it to the brown. I also like to brush out the eyeshadow as far as to the side as I can up my eyelids, just so it makes my eyes look a little more elongated. Okay, next I'm going to use the NYX eyeshadow base to use it to make my eyeshadow pop and make it like brighter. I used a brush for this, but you can use your own finger. So I bought this CoverGirl Rain eyeshadow palette. Most of the colors on this palette are shimmery. That's why I used that other dark brown from the Pixie palette, because it had a matte brown in there. But all the colors here are shimmery. I'm going to use this blue one, which is called High Life. And I did use my finger on this. My fingers are too big for my eyelids. And it ended up leaving a big old mess. Just the fallout onto my eye. And yeah, no. So we're going to use a brush now, and let's see how this works out. I believe I did get good payoff with the brush, much better than the finger. And so I'm going to go ahead and put that on my eyelid up to my crease and just above my crease. Okay, so here I took the brush and loaded up with some of that blue eyeshadow. Now I'm just going to pack it onto my eyelid and up my crease and just a little bit above the crease. And I'm going to keep doing that and adding more color to it until I get the color that I want. I'm also going to get a clean brush and blend out those harsh edges so it looks nice and smooth. And I will use the same color under my eyelid. With the LA Colors lip liner, I'm going to outline my lips, and I like to overdraw them just to make them look even fuller. The lipstick that I chose is from Wet n Wild. It is called Liquid Catsuit in Video Vixen. I personally think it's a really pretty color. It didn't look as bad as I thought it was going to, and it really glided onto my lips really easily, so I really enjoyed the color. For blush, I'm going to use this Wet n Wild Hello Halo, the pinkish one over here on this side. Oh, that's a really pretty color. Yes, I like that. For eyeliner, I'm going to be using the Milani Stay Put liquid eyeliner. I like this because it's very, very black and it does stay matte. Creating a wing is not very easy, but what I've noticed that I like to do is actually look down on the mirror, and I can actually have better view of my eyelid. And then from there, little by little, just start tracing the shape of my eye and connect the lines together. And that's what's usually been working for me. Now for my highlighter, I'm going to be using the Wet n Wild Mega Glow highlighting powder. Usually I use this on the highlights of my cheekbones, down the bridge of my nose, up on my forehead and my chin. And for my mascara, I'm going to use the Wet n Wild Mega Length Mascara. This is going to be, I put my mascara on before I put the fake lashes on. That way it can be nice and like a little place for it to set on top of my lashes. Makes it easier for me. For lashes, I'm going to be using the Kiss Natural Lashes and the glue from LA Colors. Just gonna put some glue on the edges of the eyelash and blow on them until they get nice and tacky. Once they're ready, just stick them on right over my eyelash. And it's so simple once you already have the mascara sitting in there. Now, once you see these lashes, guys, they are so huge and dramatic, but I love it. They are so long and luscious. I honestly don't think I've ever worn lashes this long. Look at them. They're huge. Oh my goodness. And now we're going to add the finishing touches to my eyelashes. We're going to use the Wet n Wild Mega Length Mascara to bond my lashes to the fake lashes. And then I'm also going to go back and do some on my bottom lashes and make those defined. Okay, now I'm going to just add a little bit more rose water as my setting spray and set everything up. Let it dry a little bit. Put my hair down, which has been up this whole time. Usually when I take a shower and I put my hair up, it creates like waves and curls in there, and that's all natural. So I'm just gonna fix my hair and get everything aligned. I actually like the way this looks, even though it's a lot of makeup, but I like it. This is the final look. I hope you like it. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.